microphone on, and good morning everybody. My name is Osa. It is Saturday 27th of July. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Glenleathann. It is 8:16 on November 1. 4th year of playing, and time enough to get the big green thing out and do some grass cutting. So, early start. I've actually been up since 8 o'clock. Actually, I've not been up since 8. Well, me personally, I've been up since 8 o'clock. The game I've just started up, but I figured, yeah. There's not much to do this morning, but I did have the game running for a few minutes at the end of the season session last week, and again for a couple of minutes before I started today's stream, which is why it's 8:19. Plus we're running at 3 times speed, which we should be, and I need to set a course. Blah de blah de blah. Generate field work. Bing. That looks like I'm going the wrong way. Just saying. Then again, maybe not. Okay, we will. First waypoint, go. So, mower needs to get started. That's good. Don't need to be in that. We will be hauling again in the Zerian because it's a good haulage tractor. That's not the button I wanted to press. I want to press that one. Yes. And we will get this thing rolling out. Go pick up the loading wagon. Turn off that. Let's turn the lights on. So which one of you is a loading wagon? Looks like the back one. Come on. There we go. Okay, so not selling silage till next month, which is good because we're going to have lots and lots of it. There goes the mower. So I'm going to leave this one here for now. Oh. The day got brighter, and I think I'm going to get in this vehicle, go and see what contracts there are. If there's cultivating jobs, I'm going to take a couple or few. 23, 38, 40, 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go from there. Details on and get this thing. Did I start it already? I did not start it. That's actually, you know what, we need to do a few things, like A, open the door, B, I'll maneuver that way a little bit. And little bit better job of parallel parking this thing closer to the cones. There now. Much better. Now I should be able to get this thing out. It's still running. Let's turn lights on. That's a plan. Sneak this behemoth between the gaps. Go find ourselves a cultivator, which I know we've got somewhere. So as per usual, I'm not really much of one to do all of the mowing and stuff. But once the mowing is done on about 2 of those fields, I'm going to start collecting it. But I need the light up. It's much easier to see what you're doing. That button there. When there's light on the ground. So, talking of cultivators, so last week we've got a lot of grass growing in our driveway. So I've been looking up YouTube videos on how to clear grass off a driveway. The general consensus is get yourself a harrow, sorry. Now a harrow is effectively a chain link fence attached to a metal bar or rod, which is then, I need to know where I'm going. Attached to a metal rod, which you can then, I'm going there, 54 looks like a good place to start. You drag it behind a lawn tractor. Now the thing is these things cost about $150 or more. So I thought, well, it's kind of expensive for something we're not sure will work. So I talked to Mrs. Osa about it, and we're like, yeah, don't really know about that. So on Thursday this week, I started getting YouTube video suggestions for make your own. Now I've got a whole ton of outdoor lumber, which I used to make the planters on the back deck. Well, I need about 3-4 foot, maybe less, maybe only 2. And bolt a few together or screw a few together, and we want to be here. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, bolt a few together and get something to attach to it that'll drag the ground. And hey presto, homemade harrow, which is probably going to cost me a lot less money because I already have most of the components I need for it. There's also a metal outlet store near here which I could possibly go and pick up a short length of angle steel, which I can use as a drag strip. They might even do short lengths of chain that I can hitch it to the back of the lawn tractor with. But the way I look at it, for the cost of a short piece of angled steel plus a short piece of chain, I could make my own harrow fairly quickly, then hitch it behind the tractor and see if it actually does anything. If it doesn't, well, didn't lose anything. And if it does, then I've got a tool that I can drag the driveway and eliminate all the grass that's growing in it. So that might be a thing. I have noticed another concerning thing about YouTube. If you're, it sticks random videos of stuff. Just, hey, you don't watch this sort of video, so I'm just going to stick it in your suggested videos preview panel where you see all the thumbnails. Well, the problem is if your mouse is in exactly the wrong place, it will start a preview of the video it's hovering over. So as you're scrolling through, if your mouse happens to hit one of these videos that you're not too much interested in, then it decides, oh, I should suggest 50 of these when you next refresh the screen. So rather annoyingly, the latest thing I'm getting is suggestions for videos on why I don't wear a bra anymore. It's like, well, I don't, so why are you suggesting this to me? Because I accidentally, my mouse hovered over one while I was scrolling down the page looking for suggested videos for the stuff I am interested in. So I got up this morning, refreshed YouTube. Okay, what's new on YouTube? An entire page of why I don't wear a bra anymore. It's like, no, let's have suggestions on the stuff I watch. It took me about 10 attempts to refresh the screen before I got one or two videos of what would you call it, of stuff I actually watch, like model railway videos, some farming simulator videos, other gaming videos. Yeah, just please, YouTube, stop doing that. It's annoying. Now give it a couple of days and I'm not going to get any suggestions for videos on why I shouldn't wear a bra anymore. Which will be fine by me. But then they'll insert some other obnoxious video. Most of the time, yeah, the vast majority of the time, I'll see the video, I'll see the thumbnail, and my mouse won't be anywhere near it. I'll scroll past it, I'll completely ignore it, and it never comes up again. But on the very, very, either I have to put my mouse way outside the area of the thumbnails, which isn't always easy because you can knock it or whatever. But yeah, YouTube, you're annoying. The reason I don't watch a lot of these videos is because I'm not interested in a lot of these videos, so stop suggesting them to me. I mean, I don't mind, I watch a video on, there's a couple of, what do you call it, heritage railways in the UK, and they do monthly updates on build repair build and repair progress of equipment, rolling stock and locomotives that they have there, the last weekend's steam gala or diesel gala or whatever they ran. The Grand Central Railway is two heritage railways separated by a half-mile stretch of severed railway. And they have been working to recombine the two sections of the railway to make it into the longest heritage railway in England. Now, for the most part, it's been a case of, well, we need a new bridge structure here because the bridge that was there was demolished 50 years ago, through to, well, there is a bridge there now, but the wood's rotted through and now we need to fix it. That's all well and good. Then they've got this stretch of, and then there's this parking lot which has been built where the trains used to run. And so what we want is planning permission to build a huge viaduct over the parking lot so that we can link the two sets of track up. Now that's a very, very, very expensive project, and I think they've done everything but that now. I think they're working on fixing a bridge over a stream or something, which isn't going to cost too much money. I think it's £30,000 to fix that bridge. So they're saving up funds to fix that bridge, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. And they've just submitted their plans for planning permission to the local council. And one of the things is, I think this particular heritage railway actually runs weekday services. So part of their selling point is, well, it helps the local community. We can, we will be able to run trains between this point and this point, and people can ride our trains to go shopping in the other town or visit the villages between the two towns that will be linked up. So yeah, they've got a case, but they do need a lot of money for it. We're talking 3 million, I think, 2-3 million to build a modern viaduct over a parking lot. And a bridge at each end over the roads that go round the parking lot. But all kind of interesting stuff. So every so often I'll get suggestions on other heritage railways who produce videos periodically. Some are monthly, some are just when we feel like it. And it's, it'll be a case of, okay, yeah, I'll watch that. The other thing I tend to watch are videos on model railway exhibitions, because I like to look at models being exhibited, even if they're not particularly applicable to what I am modelling. It can still be, well, I'll take a look at it because it's going to have some ideas. It's why I watch model railway builders, not because they're necessarily modelling what I model, but the techniques they use, or the electronics or whatever, are very useful insofar as they can provide ideas, or even that I didn't think of doing it that way, that's a really neat idea, maybe I will do that type of thing. So yeah, it's all good stuff. Oops, back up. So I think as soon as we've done this field, I'll jump over to the mower, set that off on the second of our 3 fields, the inner group of fields. And then I can always set this off on a worker. One of the reasons I'm doing this sort of thing is it turns over the field, so maybe the farmer will plant something new. If I don't cultivate it, this field might sit for 2 years with nothing growing in it. it's kind of a good idea to cycle around fields on a map. Especially since I think I do have lazy farmers installed. The biggest one I think is a farmer will do cultivating eventually and will do planting eventually, but they won't necessarily do harvesting ever. So you can end up with a lot of fields with withered crops, which eventually you're just going to have to go out there and turn them over just so the map looks a little bit lively. So this coming week, Mrs. Osa's off to visit her family in Ohio with all of the kids. So boy child is here today. He came yesterday night. His sister doesn't want to come till Sunday. Mrs. Osa wants them here by Sunday night so that Monday morning they can all leave as soon as everybody gets up. So that's a good thing. But I will then be here all by myself. So I'll probably do what I usually do, which is one night I will cook a chili, which will be good for about 3, 4, 5 days. Then I don't have to cook every night. And it's what I used to do, you know, living the bachelor life. It's like, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to make myself a chili, and that's good till Thursday. And then on Friday I would get a pan, throw stuff in it, and that's the next 3-day meal. And sometimes I wouldn't have time, or I don't feel like cooking, at which point, okay, I'll have something out of a box in the microwave. They have very simple cooking habits. I mean, it's edible. It's usually fairly flavoursome because I throw stuff in. Oh, look here. Hello. Do you want to blah blah blah. Do you want one of those? And your and there you go, thanks for playing. Oh, and just a quick block. Yes, bye bye. Say bye bye to my list of people who don't chat here. And then we'll get back to cultivating. So yeah, so I will be here on my own for most of the week, which does mean I am considering running a periodic railroader stream this week. And generally I will say for this week only. There probably won't be one on Monday because that's more railway night. Although if I get home and feel like staying up a bit, I might do a late one. And then there won't be one Wednesday because that's church, and the other nights I've got nothing better to do, so maybe I will do that.